Okay, I think we're working. Maybe? Not actually sure. My OBS keeps freezing up, which is not good. So I'm just going to have to hope that it's working. Sound and video good. Okay, perfect. Hi Mika. Thank you for that. It's dark. It was sunny 15 minutes ago. It's just gone really dark and I've had to put that overhead light on. So that's why it all looks a bit weird. Sorry for that. Folding laundry. Again? Every time I see you, you're folding laundry. It's a lot of laundry. Well, I had a nap. It was supposed to be a nap. It turned into a nap. But oh well. So I'm nearly done with this sketchbook. Well, I say nearly done. I'm close to being done. It's not far off being done. It's getting there. Got I went back and stuck in some bits that I had that were loose to take up pages that I didn't feel like going back and doing. I haven't finished this guy, that's why this is stuck there. Ready. My shoebill stalks, love these guys. I've got a gap there to do something, but am I going to do anything? Maybe not. Jane! Hi Jane! From France! Hello! Bonjour! I hope you're having a nice time with the fam. This one needs finishing as well. This is a page that's covered with acrylic alcohol marker, so I just stuck the other half of that on there. Sometimes I can be bothered to go back and do stuff over the alcohol marker like I did here, and other times I'm just like, stick a piece of paper over it, I don't care. So yeah, no more blank pages at the beginning. This side is finished, this is not. I don't know why I didn't finish that. Why did I not finish that? I don't know. The new one since last week. This is, I think, the last one we did. This is just in here to stop, because this is gouache. I don't want it to rub off on this one until I've scanned this one. So the bits of crinkly paper to stop transfer until I've scanned them, because I prefer to do scanning all in one go. See, that was paint over acrylic bleed through, alcohol bleed through. So I've got a page there that needs finishing. This was in the park the other day, just with pen. And I was intending to do this all the way across, like the whole panorama, but I got rained off, so I'll have to go back and finish that at some point. But I go over the park a lot with Maddie. Hey Risha! So I've got one there. This is what I'm going to work on today. This was one we started on Patreon the other day. I've got a half a page there. My sun bear, isn't he cute? I love this guy. He's so adorable. My scorpion. And then this. And this. So that's 3.5, is it? And then this is some Greek gods I'm working on. Well, Roman gods. Mercury and Venus I'm working on. Venus looks like the Joker. Don't worry, I'm going to fix that. And then I've got 1, 2, 3 after that. But I've got at least 2 more pages of gods to do. Plus, over on Patreon, we're doing, over the summer, we're doing a series of travel painting on Tinternet, map crunching, if you will. So one of the things we did was headlands and seascapes, which was last week, which is why I'm finishing this off. This is my lighthouse, Starpoint Lighthouse in Devon, if you want the reference. And this is Acryla gouache. So I'd quite like to get the lighthouse finished today. And then this Saturday we're doing water transport. Everything from lilos to ocean liners and back again. So that'll be fun. And then the week after we're doing Shark Week. And the week after that we're doing fantasy. And since we do a lot of astrology and tarot, we're going to do probably something like Neptune. The god Neptune, since I have to do the gods anyway, I might as well draw Neptune. So that should be fun. Hey Cody, hi fish. Talked about the name changing class or already. Changed it so it matches my IG. I noticed that, yeah. Yeah, if you're looking for some more videos to watch, Risha's started doing videos. So make sure you subscribe to her. Right, I've got my reference photo in front of me, but it's not the same reference photo I had the other day, so the shadows are a little different. But that's okay, because I've already put the shadows in. So I think I'll be okay there. I just need to get my acrylic gouache out. And we are go. That one, I think. Yeah, there we go. So I need to do, I think I want to concentrate mostly on this side because I don't have the reference for this side anyway because this isn't in the picture that I've got in front of me. I think I want to finish the lighthouse first and foremost because that will incentivize me to finish the rest of it if I finish the lighthouse. Grab some colours, what we're going to need. I couldn't quite decide if I was going to do it in words. Finish it in paint or finish it in pencil. I may still add pencil to it, but I'd like to finish it in paint, to be honest. I really feel like finishing this one in paint. So let's grab some painting implements. Where's my? I don't think I'll need one that tiny, but we'll grab him just in case. There's my little one. And let's grab. Well, let's worry about bigger ones if we need them later. How about that? Oh, let's grab that one. These are the Princeton Heritage art brush. These are really good. I like these, and they're cheap. They're like $5.99 for a pack of 8 or something in different sizes, and they're really good brushes. And they're so cheap, I don't mind trashing them. Hi, Tyler. Oh, that's a good cup of coffee. Okay. Let's move my phone out of the way. Oh, I know what I need to do. Never mind, it can wait till later. I need to charge my watch. Mika, can you message me on Viber when you get a minute and remind me that I need to charge my watch, because it's almost dead. And if I don't charge it this evening, I will break my walking streak tomorrow. Oh. Anyway, right. Need some paper for mixing stuff on. Is that a spare bit of paper? Any of these spare? No. That looks like a spare bit of paper. There we go, that'll do. I've stopped using a palette with my... Thank you. You know me, I'll forget. I'll say it right at the end. Go, oh, I'll go and charge my watch now, and then tomorrow morning I wake up and my watch will be dead. So fast on the palette, you can't re-wet it. It might as well dry on paper, and then I can use the paper for collage. Quite clever, me. Okay, where's my water? We'll need that over here. And I will also need my sponge. Where's my sponge? There's my sponge. There we go. He's not too... Oh, I'll put him on a baggie. There we go. I'm on a baggie over here with my paint, so we don't mess up that page. There we go. Ta-da! I'd done no warm-up whatsoever. So probably shouldn't be doing details straight away. But, eh. What colour do I need for this wall? That looks like a good... Let's use shades of that blue. And white. Are you on battery saving? Is that why you keep turning yourself off? How about we don't do that? Okay, bit of white. Probably won't need much blue. So, what's everybody else been up to today? Been appeasing the kitty. Well, you know, dogs have owners, cats have staff. Annoyed because she didn't get anything. How dare you not have treats? Oh, you did have treats, she just didn't notice. Well, obviously that's your fault for not making it obvious that you had treats, right? Okay, so put a bit more of a highlight along this wall. And then areas that I've got quite a lot of texture. See, texturizing I find easier with a pencil than a brush. So I may still go in and do a bit more with pencil afterwards, but we'll see how we go. I'm not warmed up yet either, so. Cody's working on keywords for an oracle. Another oracle? Or one you've already got started? How many you've got going now? Just woke up from a nap as well. Oh, you worked this morning? Ah. I worked this morning and I walked this morning, and then I came home and I went, oh, you know what, I could really do with a few minutes just having a nap. What is it they say? 3 hours later. Right, that was me. And Maddie. Maddie was knackered as well, so. Hi, Falcon. Yeah, I'm a bit late because I overslept my nap. And I didn't want to miss 3 weeks in a row. That's been my rule for getting stuff done. Generally, my rule is you can miss 2, but you can't miss 3 in a row. And that works for like challenges, daily sketching, all sorts of stuff. It even works for cleaning, believe it or not. It works for my brain. I can skip twice, but I can't skip 3 times. Hi, baby. Here's Miss Maddie. Belly rubs for Maddie. You awake for 32 hours? Well, that was silly. And then the dopamine fell out of the... Dropped off. That's the word I was looking for. Good girl. Belly rubs for Maddie. Okay, good girl. Right. I want to use some of this blue, I think. With maybe just a scooch of green. For the windows, I kind of want to get almost an ocean colour for the windows, because it's the lighthouse. So I'm thinking ocean, lighthouse, that greeny colour that you get on glass. Oh, that looks good. That'll do. That should work for the windows. Oh, perfect. Exactly what I wanted. It's kind of like a really pale jade green. Exactly what I was thinking. That's going to be... Oh, I need bright green for that, because those are aqua coloured. Okay. So these windows are darker. Oh, hang on. Those windows are going to be lighter. Let's do this window darker on this side. And this one's going to be dark because it's in shadow. So is this one. these are in light, so let's add a little bit of white to it. So this one has a light reflection, and this one, and that tiny little one there. Let's add a little bit more white on this one here. Like that maybe. Yes, I like that. And then this one. Cool. I like it. Alrighty. Never claimed to be sensible. Yeah. Me neither. You know why I needed a nap that took 4 hours? 3 hours instead of 20 minutes? Because I didn't go back to bed till 6 a.m. Night owl. I was doing stuff. You know how it is. Okay, so I'm going to use a bit more white. I'm going to add some shingling on here. I'm almost kind of dry brushing my acrylic. I'm not really adding water to anything. And I'm drying my brush in between. Okay, and then do some white patches. Oops, too much paint. I keep forgetting that's white acrylic, not Acryla gouache. So it's a bit thicker. Okay, cooking with the gas, cooking with the gas. This one is a little bit darker, so I'm going to use the darker blue down here. There we go, and a smaller brush. I keep bending down because I'm used to working like this. But in order to save my back, I've had my glasses changed so that instead of working here for reading, they only work at like a foot away, so I have to sit up to paint, because if I go down like that I can't see what I'm doing. It's still really blurry. I have to sit back for it to focus, which is great for my back, but I keep forgetting. And then I'm like this and I can't work out why I can't see what I'm doing. Oh. Okay, this is starting to dry out, so add a bit of water. There we go. Dry brushing straight lines doesn't work. A good strong shadow, I like that. Overhang, but this is on the shadow side, so it's shadow in shadow. So it's not going to be a strong shadow. There we go. Ooh, that looks cool. Ooh, I've got to do that on that house over there now. And this side is a little bit lighter. Nice. Oh, I'm having fun with this. And then this one needs doing as well. And got a cast shadow there. Cool. Okay. And let's do the same with the lighthouse. doing all right. I like it. It's very pristine in the photo. I'd kind of like it to look a little bit more weather beaten because it is like out on a promontory in the sea. So I think it should look a little bit weather beaten. Okay, I need to do some... Oh, I've got light out already. Hey, baby. Did not wash my brush. That was silly. So let's paint them the really white bits. Ooh! Stop. Keep doing that. Accidentally catching my arm on my motor for my desk. I might have to move it back under the table a bit. Oh, brush is too big. I saw Amber pop in right before everything froze, but I don't know if she heard me say hello, so hi Amber, nice to see you. Been a while. She's here! She's here! Okay, now I need my little brush to do the white bit at the bottom. I think I'm going to have to use this one. The size of this brush. It's like 3 hairs. But it's about the right thickness for what I need. Got some blue in that after all that. We need a little bit more proper white. Sit up. Oski! Hi, Oscar. How you doing, my dude? 11? You're kidding me. Going to be going to big school soon. Can't get to the streams because of the kids. It's replayed. Do you watch it on replay? Because it's always saved. You can always watch it on replay. Okay. I also need to paint in this bit. It's going to be tricksy. So this part is that blue colour. Hi, baby. Those a little bit small, but it doesn't matter. You can see that it's Lighthouse railing, right? Okay, and then we've got, put some more white out. It worked. Check that out. What I'll do is I'll just put a very tiny not like that. Too much water. Far too much water. I don't know where all that water came from. Okay. Oh, that's cool. I like it. Just, yeah, a little bit more whitewash across here to match the rest. There we go, that's better. Okay. Why have we got a big blob of grey there? How did that happen? Okay. Cool. Now let's resize this bit. So get the edges straight. So that contrast is there. Okay. Now this looks lopsided, but that's how it looks on the picture because the shadows aren't even on both sides because they're kind of up inside. So let's do a highlight there, see if that helps, and then do darker section in there. And then, oops. Yeah, didn't want the white to go across there, did I? There we go, that's better. Hello, Miss Maddie. What are you doing? Hi, baby. Good girl. Oh, belly rubs. Belly rubs for Maddie. Good girl. How you doing? You a bit chilly? Have you been sat outside? Huh? Have you been sat outside? Were you cold? Is that why you came in? Okay, now I need to paint the windows. The windows are white, on white, which is why I've painted the grey bits so big, so that I can paint the white bits on the grey. So it kind of, what is that on my head? Oh, it's a curl. So that I can paint the white bits a bit easier. So this should be fun. Let's give it a go, shall we? Okay, so that's too much paint on there. What shape are the windows? Across. Okay. Nice. No, that looks terrible. Let's try it on the bigger window up here. It might be that my brush is surprisingly too thick for that area. I might have to use a white gel pen. Or a oh, I could use a Posca marker. That's acrylic, isn't it? Okay, this window is a thick line there and a thick line there and lots of little thin lines. Yeah, I think I'll use either a gel pen or a Posca marker for the inside of the windows. I can do the outside. I'm not doing the bottoms because the bottoms are a different colour. Okay, and then these are rectangular ones. These are just plain windows. Let's get the angle right. Tiny windows are a pain, but it's a lot easier to paint the dark bit of the window and then go back in with white over the top to make the shape than it is to do the outline of the window and then try to make really tiny dark bits in the middle. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, this has got a big, thick, chunky square frame around it. And then this has a chunky bit on the inside there. And this has a big chunky square frame around it as well. Be white on the top there. There we go. Cool. This one is really off. It's not straight at all. Let's do a little bit of rectifying. I mean, it's still not straight, but that's better. Ooh, okay. I think I want to do a bit of the sky because there's lots of shadows where I messed up the drawing and had to move it down the page. And then I want to get some contrast against the white of this lighthouse. And I remember the sky being really, really, really blue with a big patch of cloud. So I think I'm going to do the really, really, really big bright blue bit and then do... Okay. Oh, perfect. Exactly what I need. So let's put a bit more white. And I'm deliberately not going to mix the white and the blue together properly so that we get kind of a streaky, cloud-like kind of blue. Let's put the edges in here. Oh, that's exactly the colour I wanted. Yes! Nice and opaque down this edge, and then I can wash it out towards the edge. Get a nice contrast with that lighthouse. There we go. Down into here a little bit. She can paint skies. She can paint skies. Woohoo! Okay, let's get this little bit at the top. It's like that game Operation. You need a very steady hand. I'm so happy with that. Oh my god. Okay. Now, since that's all wet, I'll turn it upside down to do this side. And I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to do the blue kind of here, and then this will all be sky, and I can leave that white, or I can paint it in later, whatever. Where's my bright blue gone? There we go. So a nice big dump of white. This is ultramarine blue. Which is kind of a reddish blue. Okay. So again, I'm only part mixing it. That might be a little bit too pale. Yeah, that's just a tiny bit too pale. A little bit more in. Ooh. Lid's upside down. There we go. That's better. There we go. Ooh. Big chunky bit of paint on the brush. Try that again. Okay. Okay, I can't be bothered painting around those. I'm just going to paint over them, and I'll paint them back in a minute. This is the C, so this doesn't have to be a perfect straight line, so that's good. Oh, off camera, sorry. don't think that bit should be there. It just doesn't look right. It's there on the photo, but it just doesn't look right in the painting. It looks like I painted it wrong. I'm going to reshape the edge of my lighthouse as well. That's better. Okay. And then I'm lazy, so I'm just going to paint the white in over here. Straight onto the paper. Because come on. Ooh. Whoops. Let's not do that. Whoops. That's too much. Oh, it may not be actually. Because the sky would be darker down near the ocean, wouldn't it? So let's... fluffy white clouds. Nothing like your finger for making fluffy white clouds. Approach it like you used to approach putting on makeup in the 80s. Ring finger, smoosh. None of my paints have toxic chemicals in, by the way. That's not true. None of these paints have toxic chemicals in. I would not do this with oil paints without some kind of barrier cream or probably the finger of a glove. But acrylics, you can get away with it because they're not non-toxic, but they don't absorb into nasty chemicals into your skin, leach into your skin. So there we go. Ew, has my chat stopped scrolling or something? Nope, just everybody's really quiet. Okay. Oh, no, that's not the screen I need. Where's my screen gone? There he is. Okay, right. I haven't done this little bit down here. I might as well do that while I've got my white and my brush out. That just needs a little bit of white paint on it. Down here before I do the trees. So there's a white pillar there. And this side of the building is white. I'm just going to overpaint it, and then I can go back in with my green over the top, and then you'll see the white through the trees. Okay, and then we've got, oh, I wonder if I can resuscitate any of this blue. Because it's on paper, it does actually pick up quite well. No, that's dead now. So let's just get it out of the tube. There we go. Again, I'll overpaint this and then paint the trees up over it, or the bushes up over it. Let's do a little bit of similar thing to what we did on that roof there. Oh, didn't put the shadow on that pole. Whoops. And then Nice. Ah, right, I've just got this little bit to do. And then the rest of it is all grass and rocks and sea. Oh. Has chat stopped, or is it just... I can never tell, because the stream, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. The last thing I saw was Amber talking, so if anybody's said anything since Amber, I can't see chat. Oh, it's still working, okay. Well, it's working now anyway. Risha's just posted. Working in your planner. Cool. Hey, Peltkin. Painting. Yay. What are you painting? Oh, I missed you coming in. You brought your watercolour paint kit and painting along with me. Cool. Cody's here. Cody's playing with her Oracle decks and her 200 notebooks. You can tell. That's why she's quiet. I'm really pleased with this. This is coming along nicely. So I need to do the rocks over here. Just need some shadows on the left. These shadows, these rocks need darkening up. This is actually alright. I just think it needs a little bit more colour in it. This needs some... This is probably supposed to be grass, so it needs some texture in there. I'm loving the sky. I think the sky looks really good. Oh, hey, John. I didn't see you sneak in either. Watching and sketching. Excellent. Are you painting flowers? Cool. Right. I'm going to... Actually, I don't like that. I don't like that thin Posca. I've got the ultra thin Poscas. I don't know if it's me. Me and Poscas don't like each other. I love the brush ones. The brush ones are great, especially for filling in big details. And I like the big chunky ones, the 8s that you can fill in big spaces. And I like the bullet tips. As long as they don't kill your paper, they're fine. But I cannot get on with those fine ones at all. Every time I try to push them down to get the paint to flow, Flute everywhere. You're already on page 137 of your bullet journal. The one you started the other week. The one you literally just started. You can't be on page 137 already. If you added everything to one, you'd be like that Ghost of Jacob Marley, but you'd be chained up to like tomes. Maddie, what are you crying for, baby? Okay, I'm going to use, if I can find it, my white gel pen. Because this finer detail in acrylic is just not going to work for me. I'm better with a pen. I can do much finer lines. There we go. See, that's much better. These have top thirds, I believe. No, these are cross ones. These are top thirds. These are just regular windows like that. Oh, I missed the door. There's a whole porchway in there that I haven't done. Interesting. Okay, let's sketch that in while we're here. So this is white. And there's another one of those big square windows. And then there's a porch. Like that. And then that is recessed. And there's a door in there. Huh. Okay. I missed the door. Okay, I missed the door. This window doesn't have any lines on it, but I'm going to tidy up where the shadows are. There we go. This one is just really tiny, thin check marks. That is actually the what do you call it? Can't remember. Okay, I need a really thin pen or pencil. Let's use you. This is my 0.3 mechanical pencil. Because there's absolutely no way I can paint a line this tiny around a window. I mean, seriously, look. Look at that. The shadow on that window is so tiny. Can't paint that. I mean, I could have had like a paintbrush that was one hair wide or something like that, but it was easier on these because they're quite set out, but that one is not set out very far at all. Let's tidy this up. Just with the there we go. And then this is coming out here like that. Can do this shadow on this window as well. And on this one. And these are all in shadow, so they're all right. Let's tidy this bit up a bit. It actually looks a little bit better with a slightly darker section in the window, so let's go ahead and do that on all of them. Maddie! I'm going to leave that one with the white on it because that's in the sun. I'm not doing them solid colour because it's reflections and stuff, so we don't want it all one colour, we want it to look like it's reflecting stuff, right? Okay. That up there is a hot mess. I don't know how I'm going to fix that. The perspective of doing that on it's like a upside down bit of castle under here. It's like an upside down bit of castle, but it's the bits that are coming down are kind of triangular wedges coming out, supporting the battlement or the platform. It's really hard to get it, so I don't think I can do that on camera. I'll have to do that separately and just try and... Because it actually, I've curved it downwards just because of the way I'm sitting, and it actually should be curved upwards. it should be curved more that way because you're looking up at it. See, that looks better already. It's also slightly lopsided. Yeah, I need to fix that. Let's just put a bit of Oop, damn it. Drop the lid on the floor. Let's just put a little bit of that looks better already. Where is my lid? Oh, sorry. Gotta rescue my lid. Maddie! Stop. Come on, over here. Here we go. Yeah, here we come. There we go. Yeah. It's just really wonky and I can't quite see how to fix it right now, but maybe it was taking that bit off there that did it. Made it too low on one side. Yeah, it slopes that way, doesn't it? Okay. Well, now I can see what to do with it at least. Let's see if we can fix it. It doesn't need to be perfect, but approximately where it should be would be nice. It's actually easier to see what I'm doing on the camera. So it needs to be... Oh, it was that bit that I took out there. Look at that. When it was upside down, it didn't look right. But actually that bit is right. And this bit is too low. It's this bit that's wrong, not the bit at the top. How very strange. Okay. So that means hopefully my blue is still a tiny bit viable. There's got to be something here that's still slightly damp. There we go. So that should be that's where it should be. There we go. I really don't want to have to mix any more of this blue. That would be really hard to mix, that blue. So let's just grab some white and put it over as well. Make a patch. Spread it out. There you go. Now it looks like it's supposed to be like that. That's much better! Okay. Let's just put a little bit of... Whoops. A little bit of bluey grey in the middle to blend that shadow out. And a little bit of bluey grey here. Much better. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Yes. All right, where else do I need? I need a line here to show the line of the two white planes. Just a very tiny one. Ooh! No, don't do that. Oh, I didn't put a shadow underneath there. That needs a strong shadow. Good. Now I need to make like a tealy turquoisey colour. I'm not sure I can make a tealy turquoisey colour, but we'll give it a go. I think maybe a bit of Viridian green and some white might do it. Some Viridian green. I'm only doing the tiniest of tiny details here, so I really don't need a lot of paint here. This is probably going to be too much, but okay, so how's that? That's actually pretty close. I think that'll work. Okay, so let's do this side first. So this side has teal bits there. And a teal door. And bits under these windows here. See, we're sorting out the bottom bits of the windows now. This also has a nice teal coloured door, so I might as well paint that in while I'm here. The teal in the sunlight is going to be different to the teal that's not in the sunlight, but I'll worry about that in a minute. This has a teal bit there. Of course, the fact that some of these I'm painting over grey and some of them I'm painting over white is actually really helping with which ones are in darkness and which ones are in shadow. This one is behind the wall, so it's actually quite a lot darker. Okay. So let's make the ones here just a tiny bit darker. Maddie? Go, and then make ones on the other side a little bit brighter. This is pretty much how I do all my contrast stuff. I start with a mid-tone and then I make ones one bit darker and one bit lighter. And then you pretty much, I mean, you can go wrong with it, but that needs to be a little bit lighter still. There we go, that's better. Okay. And then I messed up the underneath of it by making it too big, so we'll just paint that back in with a bit of white. But we won't put it all back in because there's a shadow underneath it. So now I could get my sepia out to paint the drain pipes, but you know what? I'm too lazy to do that, and I figure if you got bright teal windows and teal doors, you probably are going to have, or probably are not going to be too worried if somebody paints your drain pipes the same colour. So I'm going to go with teal drain pipes, but I'm using the dark green. So they'll look dark, but they'll also look a little bit green. And then I'll do the gate the same colour, because the gate is actually black, but I think there'll be too much contrast if I paint it black. So that drain pipe is not straight. Okay, let's do a bit of guttering down here as well. And there's some drain pipe over here too, and a bit of guttering, so I'll just I'm not doing a solid line because I don't want it to stand out too much. I just want it to be there without taking over. Now let's paint the gate post in. And this rock juts out in front of the gate, so you can't actually see the whole gate. So that's the centre of the gate there, and then they come up there. I don't think I can paint these lines thin enough down here, but I can't even get this chunky one here where I need it to be. Just not happening. So I'll just wait for that to dry, and then I'll just pop it in pencil. I mean, it looks black. It's not black, it's dark green. But in context it looks black. And I'm just going to add a little bit of dark green to some of these windows as well, because these are very dark windows. And it saves me getting my blue out again and mixing another ocean green. Maybe we'll put a little bit of dark green up into this window up here as well, as if it's got a bit of a reflection in it. Oh, I've got a dark window here that needs painting in. I might as well do that in the dark green. I'll overpaint that in a minute. And then, ooh, oh my god, I've got dropsy. Where's my pencil? Where's my brush gone? Where are you? Here we go. So I've got white here that I can paint in. So this is like a porch that sticks out. So it's kind of half covering the door. And then this, I'm just going to paint this in white for now, but it is white, but it's in shadow, so it won't be white. I need to do that like glazing over with a bit of the grey. Okay. add a bit more. This window is giving me some trouble. It does not want to behave. There we go. I can't be bothered to get the grey out again, so I'm just going to paint that roof green. But I'm going to do it really watery because there's already grey down there. It's just not dark enough. So if I do a bit of grey, a bit of green over the top, it'll just look like it's got a green roof, which is in keeping with the rest of it. So there we go. And then this needs a dark piece down here. And then it's too tiny for the brush, so we'll do the corner here. Shadow. Do the edge of that. And then when that's dry, I'll go back in and do just that little bit of white needs toning down. With a little bit of grey wash. Cool. So the only bit I haven't done now is these shadows on the roof. Oops. Oh, this sepia is really runny. Beautiful colour, but it's really runny. Okay, I don't want it too dark. Sit up straight. Nice. That needs okay. This side, that's in full sun. So this side is very, very, very slightly darker than that side. Scooch more. May have to add a tiny bit of pencil on that roof just to get the contrast right. We'll see. Yeah, I can't quite get it dark enough this side without obliterating the light area, so I'll just use a bit of coloured pencil to get the right colour. Okay, so since I've got the dark brown on my palette, I might as well get some of that into here on these rocks and things. Hi, baby. Nice dark patches in there. Mix a bit of white with what's left of this green. And get some of that teal colour down here where these bushes are in sunlight. Let's add a little bit of the sepia on this side, so it's a little more. This sepia in this acrylic gouache is really interesting. It works like a grey. It desaturates without removing the quality of the colour, so you can still see it's green, and it's still the same green as here. It just looks like a darker version. And then the rest of it, I'll come back when I do the rest. Do down here. I'll have some more greys and browns and colours that I can put up here, but I don't want to get carried away with it right now because I'll do that all in one go. I'm just using up the paint that I've got left. So have I got anywhere that I need white? I actually think I could put some white. If I mix it with that, with what is left of that sepia, which is not very much, I can actually put some darker areas on this side of this rock. Like that. There we go. Very cool. Okay, and then I'm just gonna slightly damp brush. In case any of this is still wet. Oh, see, the green and brown is still wet. There we go. It's all interesting texture to play with later. And I'll leave that to dry and I'll reuse it. And it's just moleskin paper, it's just really thin paper. But it doesn't go through onto the next page, see? So I'll leave that to dry and I can use it again because this is acrylic, it won't pick up. Starting page 141. Holy cow, you've filled 4 pages in that amount of time. That's crazy. Your paint filled kit is watercolour. You just ordered a cheap set of gouache, which you like much better when painting. Yeah, I really like the Reeves gouache. That Reeves gouache is really good. It acts like watercolour, but it's opaque. Like, it goes on like watercolour, and it re-wets really easily. I've got mine in an airtight palette, but it comes out really bright and it blends really easily, and you can make it really opaque if you need to. It's really good for painting out and about. I like taking mine with me. What do you write? What do you write in there? That's a lot of pages for a month and a half. Lots of ideas, monthly trackers, stuff. She's got class notes. Basically, if it goes through her head, it ends up in her bullet journal. I think that's pretty much how it is. But remember, Cody has quite severe ADHD, so her brain is very, very busy. You've got Arteza as an Amazon Prime deal. I love my Arteza gouache. The only thing I don't like about it is that it doesn't re-wet very well. But if you're just painting, like when I'm painting out of the tube, it's brilliant. I use it a lot for that. Especially if I'm just working in my sketchbook. I don't need fancy paints to work in my sketchbook. I do like the Arteza gouache, and it saves mixing colours too. My only criticism of it is you absolutely have to swatch every single tube, because the colour that's in the tube is not the colour that's on the box. Not at all. In some cases, not even close. There's one that it looks like I think it's a peach something, and it looks like a beautiful, warm, deep coral colour. No, it's neon pink. It's neon pink in the tube. It's like, no. It looks like the perfect colour for doing like blush or suntan or something like that. No. It's neon pink. The blue that I used here, this ash blue gouache, this dupe for stone blue in the Arteza, which is my favourite colour in there. I love it. And a little tip, because they're really hard to tell apart from one word on it. On the Arteza ones have a line around here, and very, very tiny writing just above the colour, it says pearlescent. Yeah, put a bit of washi tape around the bottom of the ones that are pearlescent, or split them out entirely. I've actually just put washi tape on mine, so that I know if I pick one up with bright pink washi tape, oh, hang on a minute, that's a pearlescent colour. Because they're a lot less transparent, they're a lot less opaque than the others. They work great, and they're nice colours, but they're a lot less opaque, and you need to know that. Well, I need to know that. Something down here on this wall doesn't look quite right. I don't think I've got enough contrast in that wall there. Let me just... Maddie! Stop it. Yeah, there we go. That's better. You had thunder that lasted 15 seconds. Wow. Oh, like a thunder roll, not like the whole storm lasted 15 seconds. The whole roll of thunder. Wow. I hope that's coming up our way. Love me some thunder. Maddie has never liked thunder. Well, no, Maddie was alright with thunder when I had cats. And then when the cats passed, she was not okay with thunder. And when we moved in here, she was really not okay with thunder. But since the dog has moved in next door, she's alright with thunder. She gets a little bit antsy before it starts, like a little bit huffy and... but once it starts actually thundering, she just goes and lies down and goes to sleep. Strange. She's a bizarre little girl. That said, we've had thunder every single day for the last 2.5 weeks. So she's probably a bit used to it by now. Just one. Oh, literally just one rumble of thunder that lasted 15 seconds. Cool. I remember one Easter when I moved up here. So it would have been sort of mid-90s. Early 90s. It was a beautiful day. Suddenly it went really dark. There was a massive clap of thunder. No lightning or anything, just a massive clap of thunder. And then everything cleared. It was really weird. The rain's died down a bit now, but it was super loud, like a real life ASMR room. Yeah, I love it when it rains heavy. I have, on my iPad, I put on rain sounds. Still Point, Tyler. Still Point on YouTube. He does 10-hour long videos of rain. Doing all sorts of different things. He's got soft rain, he's got rain on roofs, he's got rain on cars, he's got city rain, he's got heavy downpour rain, all of it. It's fantastic. I put his videos on every night. Oh, it's more than one. Okay. But they're just really loud. It must be like stuck in the valley or something like that. Or it's right overhead. That was the announcement there was a new witch in town. Yeah. Hi, I'm here. It was Easter Sunday. I mean... Right. I think I'm going to leave this here for now. Because the rest of it is scenery, which is not nearly as interesting to watch. It's basically just watching me going with a different colour for like an hour and a half. I kind of... Isn't it weird how the way I've put this on, it makes it look like it's really fuzzy? I wonder how I've managed that. It looks out of focus, doesn't it? But it's not out of focus. It just looks like it's out of focus. It's not out of focus on the camera. It just looks out of focus on the picture. How weird. That would have been useful to have over there, because then that would have been out of focus and I didn't need to paint it and I could have just done the detail over this side. You had lightning you could see in daylight. Wow. We are getting some cool summer storms. We are really good. We had a storm the other day, middle of the afternoon. Fork lightning. We never get fork lightning. We get sheet lightning. And usually multiple flashes because it gets stuck in the valley and I'm on the top of the hill in the middle. So it goes floof, 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 floof. No. Proper forked lightning. It was so bright it made my eyes hurt. Can rewatch and see how you did it. Yeah, well, that's true. I don't think I could really tell from a video though how I did it. I think it was just the combination of this brush and dry paint and the fact that I was scrubbing it into the paper. I think that's what it was, because all of this bit I just did it kind of like that. I think that's probably what it was. Got some Bob Ross shit going on. Yeah. Happy little rocks. Happy little rocks. Hi, baby. Right. Miss Maddie's decided it's tea time. We got up late. We had a big nap, so tea time is a little bit late. But it's definitely tea time now, is it? Is it tea time? It's tea time, okay. It's tea time. We're going to have to stop, ladies and gents. Boys and girls. Full mid and half tones. We're done. Okay. So I will see you, if you're on Patreon, I will see you tomorrow for tarot session. Or Saturday for another series of paintings. We're going to do water transport. That'll be fun. Timed paintings, just playing with whatever you've got to hand. Lots of fun. No pressure. Do what you want. Or do what you can in the time you've got. And then the following week is Shark Week. That'll be fun. Okay. See you later, guys. How do I stop the stream? I can't remember how I stop the stream. Oh yeah, over there. Okay. Here we go.